Hello everyone, Ian here, and today we have our first whole bean coffee review. I'm going to stick to mostly ground coffees just because it's one less step to do. But this coffee is Gold Coffee Roasters out of Jupiter, Florida, and their blend is the Kanaloa Blend. It's a medium roast and kind of similar to that Costa Rican one I reviewed a while ago. Mostly it was the packaging that drew me in here. As for Gold Coffee itself, I went to their website. Unfortunately, just almost eerily similar to the Costa Rican coffee I reviewed. They're really scant on their own bio. I did pull a little bit. I'll just kind of run through what I have. Basically, they were founded 25 years ago by a man named John Perry, and they're now a second generation business. Rest of their bio page is a bunch of fluff about sustainability and all that jazz. I dug deeper into state business records to see if I could get you some more information, give you a little education about their background. I was able to find out, sorry about that, they were actually founded back in Wilmington, Delaware, around 25 years ago, and then they moved their operations to Jupiter, Florida around 2006. And just like the skimpy bio about not really saying who you are, I think is actually a good lesson for pretty much any small business. Just pro tip, feel free to put your story. Get your story out there. It's probably more interesting than you think. It also gives your consumers something to attach to, or something that they can relate themselves to you. Because if you don't make any effort to do that, and their consumers don't have, they can't form a connection with you, they're just going to stick with the big brands that they already know. So you're not going to have a great time winning new customers by not even saying who you are. But I'm going to get off my soapbox now, because you don't come to me for soapboxes, you come to me for coffee reviews. So let's take this Gold Coffee Kanaloa Blend. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, feel free to correct me. And we'll throw it with this Dakodian mug, which I know I'm pronouncing correctly, and see what happens. got this freshly brewed coffee from Gold Coffee Company. And like I mentioned, similar vibes to that Costa Rican blend from that Adventure Weights coffee company that I reviewed. That is pretty much the packaging that kind of brought me in. Apologies, I did mangle the package slightly trying to open it, but had cool colorations, very tropical vibes, even included mountains on there, which is a nice touch. Just the overall packaging overall I feel it's pretty cool. It kind of feels like a little dated, but not in a bad way. And then plenty of great flavor text on the side of the packaging as well. Kind of similar to this tone on their website for flavor text, which doesn't really mean much, but just figured I'd tell you why I picked this one. As for the coffee itself, doesn't have too strong of a scent. Seems pretty mild. Well, I think the body language already gave that one away. This is eerily similar to last week's coffee, not in flavor profile, but just in like impact on basically the impact it leaves on you. The good news is this one doesn't have like a really strong scent that sets up false expectations, which is a big win in my book. If anything, the kind of like mild aroma of coffee, very lackluster scent kind of sets you up for that flavor that you're about to experience. As for the flavor itself, it's very, I don't know, there's not really much I would say it specifically has. Like, I don't, it's just very plain. So you probably already know this one is not going to be an oh yeah. Plain, middle of the road never wins you an oh yeah. Unless maybe you're having severe withdrawals of coffee and you just need anything, then it might be in that territory. But for our purposes, again, it's just so middle of the road. This is probably the most middle of the road meh I've given so far. Just like, meh. It's a coffee. You drink it. It has caffeine, I'm sure. Which again, I don't know. I'd rather coffee be unique and memorable, even if it's a bad memorable. When you put out something that's just meh and forgettable, then you leave no impact. But anyway, so that is Gold Coffee's Kanaloa Blend. If you've tried it before, feel free to comment below on what you thought about it, or if you want to try it. I will also link in the description where you can pick up your own bag, as well as where you can pick up your own Decodian mugs to give your own coffees your own spin on your reviews. So, until next time, see you next time.